Good morning, guys. Thanks for joining me for another What I Ate in a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. If you're new here, my name is Leanne. I'm a vegan trying to lose weight on the Slimming World plan. And if you're coming back, as always, thanks ever so much for doing so. Very much appreciate you guys. So today is Thursday. It is weigh day. If you've been following my journey for the last few days, nearly a week now, you'll know that I have had a pretty crap week. I'm looking really tired, I'm fully aware of that, and that is because I am extremely tired. Yesterday was a very long day, which I didn't really feel too bad yesterday, but oh my god, getting up this morning was a nightmare. So I'm feeling very like, however, now that that stuff is all done, I need to get back on it because, you know, everyone falls off plan every now and then, and that's what I've been doing for the last couple of days, and no more. I do not need this in my life. So I'm starting my day with a cup of ginseng matcha green tea. It was going to be coffee, and I thought no, because I always feel better when I have this first. So I'm having this first. Obviously that's sin-free. And then I'll think about what I want for breakfast a bit later on, because right now I'm not hungry yet. I will say it's weigh day today, and I suspect I'll put on a pound or two, because, you know, I've been eating a lot of extra bits and bobs, so that's what happens. You know, and if it was a one-off occasion, then fair enough, but it has been 3 days of extras, something like that. Anyways, so it's not just an isolated occasion. So if I gain, I'm just gonna have to deal with it because it is what it is, but know that I am getting back on it right now. Sorry, I am back on it right now. And, you know, by next week, this blip will be done and dusted. Terrible lighting. Okay, so it is 10:30, well, nearly 10:30. And I just want some breakfast. So I was gonna have a grilled cheese, and then I realised that I didn't have any normal bread, so I'm using a sandwich thin. And this is one of the Warburton's protein seeded thins, and you can have one for your Healthy Extra B, or you can use 5 Sins for it. So what I'm going to do, Delta, what I'm going to do is, for now, I'll think of it as my Healthy Extra B. Delts, good girl. I'll think of it as my Healthy Extra B for now, but if I want a Healthy Extra B later, then I'm actually going to, in fact, no, I'm actually just going to sin this, because some other Healthy Extra Bs you can have, I'm so sorry, some other Healthy Extra Bs you can have for like 7 Sins, that kind of, they're like 7 Sins if you were to sin them, so therefore it's more economical to like do it this way around. It'll make sense later. Anyway, the point is, it's not going to work to do grilled cheese with, so I'm just literally having cheese and tomato on toast with it. I always have little bready things frozen. Oh, I thought they were actually toasted, but they're not. They're just starting to defrost. So I do, I'm just doing the bottoms of them. And then what I've got, I don't know if you guys remember a few days ago. Oh my God, she's so noisy. A few days ago, I had a load of cheese grated and I didn't use all of it. And it turns out that what I had left over is 39 grams. So that's useful. It's cocoa cheese, vegan cheese, and that's 1 Healthy Extra A. So I'm going to use that for my cheese on there. So that's nice and convenient. And I've got a tomato. So I shall slice that as well. This is nearly done. I figured out what was making her squawk. It was just the fact that her light wasn't on. So I've put 1 light on because it's just so dark. And she's perfectly happy now. I don't know if you can see there. Eating her millet. Bless her. I'm just having another matcha green tea and more water as well. I think that will do because I'm scared these are going to burn. That'll do me. This is just the 40 grams of cheese. I just very sparsely did a bit underneath the tomato and a bit on top as well. Yeah, so I should go and eat this. Hey guys, so I've just done my weigh-in for the week. I'm really sorry it's not a good result this week. I've gained 3 pounds and that's obviously highly irritating, but do you know what? It's totally deserved. I know why I have, because, you know, I've had quite a lot of time, quite a few days off plan, or rather a few days where I've eaten extra. Well, it's off plan, isn't it? So yeah, and this is what happens when you go off plan. So you know, before that I was on like a 10-week losing streak, so it could be worse. But the important thing now is that I need to just make sure that I get back on it and have a good loss next week. So yeah, I'm not like I said, I'm not upset about it, purely for the fact that I totally know why and I totally deserve it. So yeah, it's just a case of dealing with it, really. So yeah, I'm just sorry to let you guys down, but you know, life just gets in the way sometimes, so that's that. Hey guys, so unfortunately I I've just been in like back-to-back meetings for the last like 2.5 hours. So it is currently 1:45. I did manage to make myself a coffee very quickly in between. This was 3 sins. I made myself a latte. So it was 300 mils of Alpro Almond Barista. And then lunch. I heated this in the microwave, but I mean, the glass is still warm, but I bet the couscous isn't. So this is my couscous left over from yesterday with roasted vegetables. It's the Tesco Mediterranean couscous. It's half the amount because I had half yesterday. So it's 1.5 cents for that box. And I've also got this vegetable sushi, which I bought yesterday, and that is 1.5 cents as well. So I'm having both of those things. Hey guys, it's 2:30. I'm just having a cup of tea. It's just after dinner tea. And yes, I have been crying, and yes, it's because I'm just feeling really guilty of the animals. So there we go. And yes, I'm having trouble concentrating on work today because I'm still really upset. So I'm on plan though, because I'm back on plan now. So hey guys, so currently it is 5:50, and I've just been out like cleaning at the garage. I'm quite hungry, so I'm having an apple, and my advent calendar chocolate today is a stocking. That's 1.5 cents. So that puts me on 7.5 for the day so far. I am going to probably have, I'm thinking the flat rice noodles for tea. I'm actually thinking peanut noodles tonight. I definitely want just something sort of stodgy and comforting, I guess. So that'll be a few sins. So yeah, I'm going to try not to use any sins until then, really, apart from my little bit of chocolate here. I was considering having a little mini pack of Jammy Dodgers, but I'm like, I would probably prefer later on to have like a little pudding after my noodles, and I don't want to like restrict my nice peanut noodles either, so I'm not going to have the Jammy Dodgers. They can just sit there for another 2 weeks. It's like been that long since I got them out, I think, but there we go. Yeah, so apple and chocolate, and as I said, it's 5:50. It's Slimming World at 6:30 till just gone 7. I've then got a little video call with my animals at 7:15, and then I'll make dinner, so I'll see you then. I figured, since I'm just kind of loitering, waiting for Slimming World to begin now, done everything I kind of wanted to before then, so I thought I'll just quickly start. If I just prep my dinner, like just chop my veggies and stuff, then it's going to make it super quick in a couple of hours when I eat. I've also just cut myself a piece of cocoa cheese just to eat, because quite frankly, my apple did not touch the sides. But look how good I'm getting it. Oh, it was on 41 just now. There we go. See how good I am at getting the cut exactly right. Anyway, so yeah, I'm making my 1-pot peanut noodles. It's very simple. It's just whatever veggies you've got in. So I'm using 10 stem broccoli, some mushrooms, chestnut mushrooms, yellow pepper, the rest of my bean sprouts. I think that's it for veggies. I'll have spring onions and coriander like on top, not in it. I'll air fry some smoked tofu. Obviously the noodles go in, and then the saucy part, I'm going to use a ginger and lime stock cube. I'm going to use juice of a couple of limes, teensy bit of rice vinegar, fair amount of soy sauce, and then the only things that are sinned is sriracha and peanut butter. I think that peanut butter is 4.5 for a tablespoon, and I think sriracha is 1/2 for a tablespoon. I'll confirm that later. But yeah, it's a fairly, considering it's quite an indulgent feeling meal, it is relatively, can be kept low sin. Okay, so I've actually managed to prep all my veggies, which I'm really pleased about. I got all the saucy stuff down the bottom. The only thing that I forgot to mention to you was garlic. So there is, of course, some garlic down there. I've then got my peppers, mushrooms, 10-stem broccoli and bean sprouts on top, topped with my rice noodles. There's no water in there yet because that will be done later. I've chopped up my tofu, ready to chuck in the air fryer. And then all I'll need to do while that's cooking is just chop up some spring onions and coriander to top it. Happy days. And also, I'm just having another cup of after dinner tea because I've got 1 minute till Slimming World starts. So I'll talk to you later. For those interested, I just had a video call with the animals, and yeah, I think they're going to be all right. Couple of little like settling in things, and there'll be a couple of changes made, but it's okay. I feel a lot better than I did earlier. Okay, dinner time, and I've just put it together. I also bent my tongue eating a piece of crispy tofu. Oh my god, I haven't put my tofu on it. I nearly forgot my tofu. Crispy tofu. Yummy, yummy. Right, okay, I'll come back in 2. Now with tofu. Yes, this is dinner. Yum, yum, yum. I used 1 tablespoon of sriracha and 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. So 4.5 plus 1/2 is 5. So it's just 5 sins. Happy days. And as always, once the picture is taken, I can finish putting my toppings on. As I always just make clear, it's not to try and hide what I'm eating. It's just to be able to see the food in the picture. So I've got the rest of my tofu. Oh no! Carnage. It's so crispy today, guys. Look. I made a good one today. I love the air fryer. And then, all the rest, oh, sugar, it's on the floor now. All the rest of my spring onions and coriander. Here we go, 5 sin peanut noodles for the win. Well guys, I'm pleased to report that I am back on plan. And it is currently 9:30 and I've had 12.5 sins so far today, out of my 25, and I'm going to use 12 sins for some chocolate, and I'm going to have this half of the Ritter Sport marzipan. Slightly less than half, perhaps. It looks like it hasn't broken very evenly. But that is 6 sins for 4 squares. Half the bar is 8 squares, so that'll be 12 sins. And that's going to put me on 24.5 to finish. I'm really not staying up much longer. My glands are still up and I'm like still a bit funny in the back of my throat. Like I said, I think this is just going to go away. It's just something that recurs every couple of weeks at the moment, so it is what it is. It doesn't feel very nice. Makes me feel a bit crappy, but hey, that's what it is. And earlier on I had a cup of after dinner tea while Slimming World was going on. Obviously I ate my piece of cheese earlier, that was my second healthy extra A. And I'm now having a cup of Pukka nighttime tea, which I'm gonna have my chocolate, then have that tea, drink a little more water, and then go to bed because I'm still really tired. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed today's back on plan video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, and it's a really nice feeling to be back in the groove of things. All right guys, thanks so much for sticking with me. I love you all so much. Good night.